It seems like you can't go anywhere these days without hearing the radio. If you're in your car, if you wake up, the clock radio's on. But it's getting so that you're seeing a lot of the radio on television. I know it sounds awful confusing, but it's because radio is now in a rating period. That's to determine who and how many people are listening to each and every station. And as Trends reporter Jim Hooley tells us, radio is going to be on television more and more.
In the golden age of radio, there was only radio. So an evening's entertainment often meant sitting around the music box. But television changed all of that, of course. Now when you gather in front of the tube, so to speak, you'll see a lot of radio on the TV.
Here's a quiz for all of you with a special interest in Rochester radio.
Lock in on Rochester's rock and roll station.
When you wake up in the morning, how do you like your radio? The hits you grew up with in the 40s and 50s.
Stones Night in New York. You see, here in Rochester, WVOR is the radio station more and more adults are turning to.
How did you know that?
We'll tell you what's happening. On WHAM. On 1280, WPX Enjoyable.
96, WCMF.
WPDF.
92 MJQ.
More than half of Rochester's 13 commercial radio stations are now on the TV airwaves. It's a growing attempt to gain and sustain radio's position in the marketplace.
I think basically the main reason is that you have so many stations competing for particular demographics. Fragmented market, AM, now the birth of FM, not too long ago. And these stations have to reach the consumer in any way they can. And through all the various media, whether it be the electronic media, people are listening to radio are also watching television the same day. Or they're reading the newspaper that morning or afternoon. Or they're driving and looking at billboards. So any way to reach that particular consumer for that particular product.
More than ever before, radio is turning to TV to capture an audience. For the advertising agencies that create TV spots, radio is just another product, but a product where image is the key factor.
I would think as far as the stations creating an image through other media other than their own particular medium, they are taking usually, and we do this for many radio stations, taking the sound of that station, okay? They would empathize that particular musical format. And using that with a visual excitement that will in turn empathize what you're trying to create audio-wise.
What a radio station is trying to do, should be trying to do, is to position themselves, give themselves, call attention to their unique selling position, okay? Are we soft rock, beautiful music, adult contemporary, top 40, AOR, and whatever your format is, tie in a visual that goes along with what your radio station sounds like.
990 WNYR, isn't that pretty? Ooh, I like that a lot. It's 11 minutes past 2 in Winter Country.
Ratings are essential to making money in the media world, and for those involved in the world of radio, this is a very crucial time.
WCMF, and we have another 45 minutes commercial-free. It's the truth. We'll start with the Rolling Stones. This is Shattered.
From the middle of September to the middle of December is the so-called book, a period during which diaries are kept on who is listening to what. Thus, the reason for the increase in radio commercials on TV this fall. And when it comes to ratings, the name of the game is competition.
Everyone's competing to have their particular station. You know, my commercial is going to be better than theirs. Mine's going to be more exciting. And with that competition, it's promoting a more sophisticated, technologically speaking, they're more sophisticated now. Okay, with animation and things like that. You know, just what we can do now with a television commercial just a few years back. It's so different now.
Radio executives are reluctant to talk about their advertising and promotion budgets, but they will say one thing: TV time is not cheap.
I'm going to guesstimate pretty close that, without being specific, a radio station will dump anywhere between $15,000 to $30,000. Now another radio station comes in with $9,000. They're much better off not spending the $9,000 in television. They should take that $9,000 and buy another medium. Okay, but because everybody else is there, they feel that they have to be there.
So tonight, when you turn on the TV and hear the announcer saying, "We're the best, we're number one," and the like, don't touch the dial. It's only your favorite radio station, asking you not to forget the AM and FM dial. For 5:30, I'm Jim Hooley.